map's history. And Clove, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
go shoot.
Look, it's the curveball. It's the curveball that they threw against the Mongols. We're talking about how it's a bit of a change-up in terms of map itself, but both teams running the same comms that they did in their previous outing against FCY as well as the Mongols respectively. Now then, decider time, guys. This is going to be a big one. Whoever loses this, they're out of the running at VCTC. Whoever wins this, it's Fancy United Esports awaiting them. Does ARF try to find a rematch against FCY? Can Unsigned 5 get the job done? It's time for us to get on started, and U5 immediately going for garage presence. Fixie and the rest with the push. Faust out though. First blood drawn, and the Sheriff is so secured with a single shot there at the start.
Now you got to consider as well, are you running in towards any Cypher utility that comes over here? Because the camera is still up on that default wall. But a little bit of a stopper as well. Flaring is down to half HP, which makes you really consider, how do you get back in towards this one? What opportunities do you need to find for yourselves too? Because you've run in with ghosts on the side of Unsigned 5. You're dropping out a utility. Reza has none. Your Flaring's got a lot of it, but you don't want to see him take a duel. So you're down to essentially the Doctor. You're down to Mark L to try and lurk somewhere.
Oh, Faust out, another one for garage. Second kill sure, but Doctor finds at least a way to prescribe some damage. Woody though, response is clear, and ARF, they've been using this window so well to hold on this pistol.
See if there's any extra damage that is going to be able to
30
be
seconds
found. I was
left.
talking about what you wanted to see from the
Last
remaining
player
squad. It was
standing.
Mark to go for a little bit of a lurk, but already taken out. If you can try and get a plant here as Rizza, I mean, you get a little bit of extra economy, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to happen.
It's tough against this many of our in position. And a pistol round taken by the Indonesian squad. So a good start here for ARF. You can see already that on side 5, they want to play, I'd say, a lot more aggressive with the Clove, right? You set up these fast smokes. The Doctor wants to get in there, and he truthfully has been one of the fragging IGLs we've seen throughout his career. He's good with the shots, he's good with the calls, and he's truly a veteran here for Unsigned 5. But ARF, the system has been so sound throughout the year, and you can see already anti-eco time for them.
And I'm thinking as well in how the Doctor's going to be playing this one, kind of like the ISO, right? You want the DK going on out. You want to try and vulnerable your opponents and make them consider, can we stay on a round? Or do we have to move our position?
Nathan, already. Let's pick on to Fixie. An ARF team. Dropping some guns, low HP, but Faustau has the Outlaw on hand. While the Aldrone's scouting for any kind of targets, it's struggles here for Unsigned 5 to find any kind of entry point. It seems like ARF, they're just so willing to contest U5 early here.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, you got the lesser weaponry on U5, so it doesn't really write home too hard about what success rate you're going to have in rounds such as this. One or two guns, you'd be laughing, but really, this round is done.
I mean,
I would probably hold on. I would hold on to utility if you're U5 as well. You know, there's no reason to use it.
And they're gone. Kylie Scar, they keep it clean. And 2 rounds, truthfully. You see Unsigned 5 with the attempt. And ARF team just shutting the door at them. It's been convincing so far from ARF team. Nothing too special, honestly. They just have some good held angles. And I do wonder if Unsigned 5 can utilize Fixie and Flaring to clear out some of these earlier angles into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking towards Fausto as well right now with that Outlaw, seeing what damage can be done. I'm looking towards Reza with the light shields, being a little bit more cautious on position. We're not going to see that duel nice and early on, I don't think, but actually we might now with the reposition to come through in towards the sewers. So these opening duels are going to be quite crucial. That's already the get out because the overwhelming is here.
Faustau unable to hit any of those shots. The overwhelm possible from U5. The flood comes in from long. It's 2 for 1 as Flaring uses his aftershock well. And with the Doctor also getting to clear a take for U5, they just went for a train system effectively towards A long, right? They barrel down, they have the sight now, and it's tough for Scar and Kylie to find any opening.
Yeah, to get back in towards this one, I mean, it is the bonus, right? So you'll see what extra damage you can deliver, but there's nothing to really utilize here.
Last player standing.
Flaring. Good catch. Unsigned 5. It's another round where it just goes pretty one-sided, truthfully. Scar can't even get in there. Taps aren't good enough. And into the buys. U5 we'll get on the board here.
Yeah, it's good to see that we've got a nice contest early on as well. I love the plan of action that U5 actually come in with over towards the A site. Is just get up close and personal. The dash is not used as an escape strategy. It's not even used as a way to get in towards the site, is it? It's just to put a little bit of pressure on towards long to push your opponents back. And then you've got a nice updraft, late recon dart to come on through. A good aftershock position as well. It's actually some pretty nice util toing and throwing to come out from U5.
I mean, it's U5 down by 1, but they have been relatively fearless throughout the first few rounds. ARF, though, willing to challenge now. Faust out pushing towards the lobby. Well, Woody expends the stun there.
Placing swarm grenade.
It's U5 just waiting for that first burst of utility and then assessing the situation. They've given up lobby control, though, and Faustau is crawling his way closer and closer for this lurk.
Yeah, well, Markel knows that he missed that nano swarm, unfortunately, but the rest of the team isn't going to be off put by it right now, and they're streaming over towards the seaside.
Yeah, Kylie angled there by Blackborb. Kylie already good for the 1. Our team with backside control now. Scar even
Spike
collateral
down,
damage as he sprays down 2
Crazy.
there.
One enemy remains.
Our team again.
Oh.
What? Okay. I mean,
Check him PC.
dude, check this game again. It's either all ARF or all U5 right now, and the story
Yeah.
doesn't change at all.
I mean, you got to feel for old mate there, don't you? He's not even got out in towards the side, and he's been peppered through the smoke, firstly by Kylie, and then he just gets finished off like that by Scar. Didn't even see an opponent.
Nice.
No chance, no
Killed
fights.
it.
And our team now
We definitely
build
killed
on their advantage. On side 5, it's going to be tough now with the money. You can see half buys perhaps. Maybe try to force out a full buy for some. But in any case, it's ARF team again. They adjusted so quickly here, Dion. Now they're pushing back towards lobby to try to take the space that Onside 5 doesn't claim. And effectively, right, once they see the opening here, ARF still is in position with someone like Kylie catching those targets out from that platform.
Blocking sight.
Oh, this is a good one. Looking up the guts of the B side, but are you going to try and establish a plant here or not? 5 versus 5 would be risky business.
Spike planted.
Always a B-side, always a quick take. It's just standard stuff here for Onside 5. They at least fought 4 rifles to work with coming into this one. And Fixie's still in the front line. A target of opportunity, and Scar also a victim now. Fixie's not done! He's dismantled our team here. And can he build one more? Seems like Nighton will say no. But the 1v3 ahead. It's tough, and Mark L is even tougher. Immense damage at the heart of ARF. And Onside 5 will get their second.
Crispy shots to come in from Fixie there at the end of it. I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, all right, are we going to try and take a little bit further space? Are we going to stretch out with a good flashpoint, maybe a good fault line to stretch into A-Link or C-Link? No, you just stay on the site when the smoke fades as well. You know, just hit a couple of shots. It's really nice. I'm seeing the Doctor not really path with the medal or take the fights with the pick-me-up as well on the after the fact. Just kind of smoking for his team and watching some other angles. So everybody's doing what they need
out of my
to
way.
at the moment on Onside 5.
It's been relatively textbook actually for both of these teams. Blades now out for Fixie, and Faustau is found early on. Fixie, he's heating up here, Dion, and with that being said, Onside 5, they're putting pressure on 2 fronts. You got the Doctor setting up the ruse. And actually, it's down in hell rather than heaven, so all good. Fixie with the blades. There's the metal too, and Onside 5 will take the site.
Yeah, and a bait out on towards the Hunter Security as well. See if you can remove the head of Woody, which you do absolutely successfully. But trades are still coming on through, and the Doctor has the ult if the plant goes down.
The lurk's
They're not
found.
getting the plant on Doctor.
Fixie's the one who's actually going to go for the plants.
Revealing area.
Interesting enough.
Last player
Enemy.
standing.
Risa though, that's fast, and that's just convincing. As soon as the spike's planted, Onside 5 just gunned down their opponents, and we're tied up.
Yeah, I'm a little bit interested in the fact that the Doctor actually didn't, you know, call for the plant. When you've got an operator in the mix as well for the planter, you kind of want to position them. They're still dancing around with the blades as well. So just these small little things. Maybe it's just a tendency that they're more comfortable for the Doctor to just be up in that scenario. But hey, each to their own. They wanted to try and get the plant down in that scenario. They did so successfully. They held it off. They get the rounds. All in all, job well done. They also reset the economy of ARF team now, who on the Sheriffs, if they can't come out with a thrifty, I mean, you know, they're dropping economy, they're dropping rounds. Is it the time for Unsigned 5 to continue where they seemingly are starting to find momentum?
Well, the blades are out for Faust out Lace. Fixie also up in hand. And quick little jump peek here by Garage. Unsigned 5. Just wary of the initial ultimate pop there by ARF Team, but just no targets at all. Fixie holding steady. Aldrode even, just to keep mid as safe as can be. So Unsigned 5 at the start of this round here. A default, yes, but very passive, just holding to see if they could find any ARF Team coming at them.
Now, Lean at the moment from ARF is at the right position too. Woody with a successful fault line, Nathan with the darts as well. Could actually be a recipe for a little bit of an upset, but it really comes down to the timing because this contact play from U5 is needed.
Yeah, Faustau, all eyes on him. Fixie already good for the one, but the blade is sharp, and he catches the mirror image. Faustau, though, only gets one for his troubles. Unsigned 5,
30 seconds
break
left.
through the C site anyway. And with time ticking on away, can Woody go for a surprise play from the smoke? The Bruise, though, very quick to dissipate, and Reese is the one who's actually caught napping. Markel now with a trade, Woody with a second, flaring in position. And the neural theft, though, used by Kylie. Potential pretty far, perhaps, as soon as the second tick comes. No, a chance. Gets closer and closer to the rifle, but the Doctor uses that as baits. And Unsigned 5 has taken this lead.
Yeah, play together on the side as well. You don't necessarily need to use the Rolling Thunder against the one member if you've got the Doctor still with that res, the self-res available too. So really nicely played from U5, and the reason that I say that contact play was needed is because if you reveal yourself down C long nice and early, the immediate alteration that you would expect from Woody and Nathan to get there, to dart, to fault line and flash, and for then you set up those blades for success, that could have really been an upset round for Unsigned 5 had they walked into that non-contact. So really well done from them to be able to navigate it at the end and take a lead. It's not commanding by any means, it's early days, but you know, toing and froing right now. Unsigned 5 is ever so slightly ahead.
I mean, Unsigned 5, as soon as they got the guns, they felt that they had more confidence. And throughout some of those rounds there, Dion, I think we've seen from Fixie especially, right? They were getting warmed up. They were getting sharper on the shots. And most of the plays so far from Unsigned 5 does depend on contact. And once they're hitting those shots and getting the openings, then they can just flood through a site and surprise ARF, really.
Yeah. Bit of a timeout, though. See if it's going to eventuate into a round back over towards ARF, or if this is the time for Unsigned 5 to project a little bit of a lead, because, you know, they've got some good avenues in this one with ultimates, right? Are you opening the site with the Rolling Thunder? Are you using it for post? Same can be said for the Hunter's Fury. You're currently only seeing Nathan play over towards this long side of the map, so maybe they overwhelm him and force him into a bit of a sticky spot of bother.
Yeah, and the op still in the hands of the Doctor.
Yeah.
He likes that gun. He can use it. Rolling Thunder, though, utilize. Fixie gonna get hit by that one. And eventually, Unsigned 5 to find a way in. But Faustau inside the smoke. And it's been pretty surprising that these guys stay inside the close smokes as long as they can. Rizzo, though, mows down to just come ahead of him. Fixie also on the board. The crossfire is just way too potent here from Unsigned 5.
Yeah, a little bit early from ARF, unfortunately, to try and bully their way in towards that retake. And you got the Hunter's Fury for Riz needed too, but they just overlooked his position. He's found 2. The Hunt is on for some more. Maybe a little bit ill-advised, but you're always going to understand it, Dax, because you remove these guns and it makes the next round so much easier.
I think it's always worthwhile when you know your opponent is effectively forced into an eco into the next. You have money to burn. You got a lot of confidence here for Unsigned 5, and more, they're holding W. They're getting the kills, and they set up a good post plant even before the spike gets planted. So I do wonder if ARF Team can perhaps dislodge that timing here, Dion, with the utility of Woody and Nathan. Kylie, it's trouble. Scar gets one of his own from afar. Unsigned 5 is a hunting party, and they want to get rid of as many guns as they can.
Well, they survive with 3 of their own, and the Doctor will still have this operator on the attacking side unless he throws it off the map. They are building up some great economy at the moment, though, so we'll see.
Are you okay? Are these inner thoughts coming out? Throw it off the map.
So here's the thing that is always joked about, right?
Okay,
it's like
okay.
An operator on a Viper or a Sage, you know, or a Breach or a Sova or a Clove, it's like, you don't have a get out of jail free card, right?
Yep.
There's people on that mindset. But then it's also like, well, just point and shoot.
Just kill.
You know, it's the same as a Vandal. Just point and shoot. So it's like, yeah, okay, fair.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's a shooter game. Whatever tactics you cook up, whatever agent comes, if you get shot in the head, you'll die. And
Correct.
luckily for the doctor, he has the agent that can come back to life. You know?
And then he needs another
Placing
kill with the
swarm grenade.
operator.
Yes.
And at close
Swarm grenade
proximity, you're
Yes.
hoping for a no-scope. That's the deficit downside.
That's the highlight play right there. I'm waiting for that one. It has been a relatively subtle tug of war, really, in this game. But on side 5, we've seen them pull away more of the rounds here. I think it's been, I forget, effective what? 4-1,
Yeah,
5-1 for the past few rounds. And
Yeah, it's about that. The
Yeah.
problem I am seeing, though, right now is that ARF are adjusting pretty quickly to what Unsigned 5 are throwing at them. You see the lineups are around this A side as well with nice and early, but now by the timing, it's a bit unfortunate that Kylie loses his teammates and now loses his life.
yeah, the rotation not the best. And not only that, the guns just aren't up to par here for ARF. They have the Rolling Thunder to utilize, but in a round like this, I doubt it. Faustau.
Yeah, no.
Just get a pick, man. Here you go. If you get the pick out the Fixie, maybe he goes Super Saiyan with it. But
One
nope,
enemy
doesn't check the
remaining.
corner. Fixie now finds again another important tool in his box. And Woody, golf clap, impressive. Double kill. Flash comes on in, and here comes the doctor. Here you go. Highlight play. Up close. Let's go.
Friendship ended with Jet Operator.
Yes.
Clove Operators when you...
enough to stop winning.
The doctor is truly a man ahead of his time, you know.
Yeah, jack of all trades in teams and agents and guns and everything.
He's been a coach.
And roles.
He's been
Yeah,
a
coach,
player,
yeah.
IGL. He's had a very storied career. And that's
His-
just...
His bingo board is pretty full.
You know, whenever I say someone has a storied career, I just don't want to say that they're older.
Is that us? We
Yeah.
old?
Well, kinda, yeah. I'm older than you, that's for sure. But here we go again. Faustau now, ready for combat and ready for the pick. Fixie is immediate on response. Nathan, though, nice peek from A-Long. Woody also with the pressure, but the doctor making us a believer in the Clove Operator. It's 3v3. He's at 10 HP, but he still has the res available anyway. A push
Yeah.
down into short. Markel versus Nathan. Markel falls to his hand, and this is danger for U5 because now there's a possibility for the pinch.
Yeah, you know that he wants to get a kill. You know he wants to try and find it, press the issue, and bring it into an advantageous solution because it is a minute on the clock still.
Sleep,
And there it is, the 2 versus 2 when you've got this not dead
Scanning
yet
ahead.
still. Possibility is going to be there for the doctor, but it comes down to timing, Dax, on this flank from Nathan.
Yeah, and Rizza trying to keep an eye out. Seems like Nathan has a chance here, perhaps. The shock dart, though, dissuades him. He's at 45 HP. That could have been deadly.
It really is how long do you wait here as well from Nathan to try and get back in towards the site. You got this pinch available. You know that he's still
30
lurking
seconds
around.
left.
And it's also then down to Kylie on when he decides to
One
come
enemy
through. But
remaining.
here's the time.
Last
20
player
seconds. You have to
standing.
res.
Yo.
There's the
Spike
pinch.
down A.
And now you got to try and get the plant.
Where do you go?
And Kylie's going to take the space.
Yeah, you have to take a spike, though, Rizza. And with it, Kylie, you said it, backside control. The doctor now
One
is just going to
enemy
hold up to a try to find. And Kylie, though, avoids the one and finds the second. What a clutch and what a place to play from.
Yeah, the doctor stayed way too long in the sewers without getting proactive at that point. It would have been better for them both to group up and try and navigate, you know, a further push in towards either a link or just going for the plant and then backing out together. Would have been unfortunate for them because in that scenario, literally the only decision for ARF is to lay patiently and wait. And they do.
Yeah, and they do so well. There's so much time bought by the presence of the Sova. Nathan in that round is so pivotal, keeping short health together, and our team was looking for that one to get on the board again. Faustau back in action, Fixie his fierce foe. It's a 1-for-1. Coming into this one, it's the Hunter's Fury. The doctor now has no answers for that one at all. ARF team trying to go for the hold here up close. But the shot light's
Spike
good.
down
But
A.
Woody even finds flaring. The 2v3 now, and it's U5 who's the one caught lacking.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have the
seeing
spike.
though that Markel does have a lockdown, so if they want to try and go back into some normalcy, they could potentially try and drop that one and defend it before getting into the site. But in this scenario now, they creep on up. Do you expect Scar to be hiding in this short angle?
Scar
enemy remaining.
moved and he's found it. A round of applause for ARF here. But hold that thought. Maybe Rizza can throw a curtain call to this one. The smoke in the way. The ruse is there from the grave, courtesy of the doctor. Sends out the scan towards Graffiti. Finds one, but knows there's more. Too many angles and too many targets. Our team one away from tying things up.
Yeah, and it's a pretty competitive
Last
half at the
round
moment,
before
isn't
the
it?
switch.
A very stark difference than what we saw in our previous series. Or landslide from the Mongols. 5-6. You know, this last round could be anyone's. And it's just these slight little adjustments that are coming through. This haste that gets squandered at the very beginning. Some individual toing and froing in positions. And I think the patience is actually something, Dax, that I want to highlight.
Yeah.
Both of these teams have been able to exercise caution at the right times to just settle down, take a breath, and adjust a little bit later on. That's been pretty successful.
And we've seen especially from ARF for the past few rounds here. So just that discipline here for
out of my
both
way.
squads. And I think I understand why this game is so close too. I mean, both teams, 3 maps in their previous bout, very close.
Oh.
But against Fancy United and Mongols, but Kylie already in position here. Anchored down towards backside. Not only that, the Cyber Cage to keep him here by the platform for 4 bullets. As you mentioned, the Scar is ready to reinforce. Rolling Thunder is the call,
Last player
and our
standing.
team ready to send it to the second half already. 3 for Scar. And those wounds will not heal after shock, even to flush the doctor out. Sharp on the first, the pick-me-up is there. Ready for the fight again, a 1v3 ahead.
No peeking.
With time ticking, he needs to make a decision.
Yeah.
Does he fight with the HP? Seems like the answer is no, and he'll just rotate away.
The time was already ticking away from that one, fading. So down to 48 to navigate a 1 versus 3. The only way that you're winning this one is individual peeking and over-peeking from ARF. If they go together as a unit, when the recon dart becomes available, you've got the shock darts, and I mean, you've even got the cloud burst if you necessarily need to throw them in.
30 seconds left.
There should be no way that ARF do drop this one. And I never want to say never.
We've seen controllers clutch from this position before. And will the doctor
He's
be
not on
added?
Omen, though.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just trying to hype it up here, man. You got ARF team now ready for the swing. A double up from the connector. We get them from the shadows too, and the doctor had a chance, but Nathan says no. In ARF team, they've done the recovery that they needed. 6-6 at the end of the half. I think ARF team should be happy about the score at the very end of this one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw, what, 7-5 for them against Fancy United at the half, and for Unsigned 5 against the
Switching
Mongols, it was
sides.
6 apiece. So pretty much as close as you can get, Dax.
I mean, it's been a surprise. We are in a close matchup right now, guys. 6-6 between ARF team and Unsigned 5. A few highlight players, though. Fixie Rizza doing work for U5. Got Nathan, who's truly shown up, actually, here for ARF team. As we move to ARF team on the attack. Lower default to start things off with. Mid control is what they want to go for. But Eon, you see it immediately. Fixie, knowing this opportunity, pressure onto lobby, and trying to see if anyone's going to go his way.
Yeah, you're going to have slight differences as well by nature of the different senties and different smokers on both of these sides.
Yeah. Aggression from U5 especially, but Fixie up close! And as quick
down
reaction
A.
from Fixie, a second even better to his name!
Oh, what?
But an overheat inside the smoke, Scar comes on in, and ARF team at least stemmed the bleeding there.
Yeah, he's burned himself on that one, but it does look like the rest of the team has managed to cauterize the wound, a player advantage, and a massive flank, actually, if Mark L wants it too here, Dax. You're just going to wait patiently, because they are locked in right now.
Yeah. It's either they force the issue towards A, or they rotate the way into the loving arms of the Killjoy. But the Doctor holding close. Rizza, you never want to bring the bow and arrow out in front of guns. This is why technology happens, guys. But Kylie over onto the corner, and now Mark L is making the pinch even tighter. It's getting claustrophobic
30
soon
seconds
here
left.
for our team. The fault line comes on in. Rizza inside the smoke, and here you go. It's Coliseum. The Scar wins the fight in anyway. Are you
One
not
enemy
entertained
remaining.
as our team wants to go for
Spike
more? But the
down
Doctor
A.
with a shutdown. The Doctor, he's only good for the double. 13 seconds left. Spike on the side of Unside 5. With that shot, Claring finishes it off. A pistol here for U5.
Yeah, there's not much Woody can do at the end there, unfortunately. When he hears someone stomping up in the sewers, you want to get out of it and grab that spike, but then you straight into the crosshair of the other person. Ridiculous blind kills, actually, in this rounds to come on through as well from the beginning one and essentially the ending one here from the Doctor too. So very well done from Unsigned 5, and I was considering myself as well. 2 moments of overheating that were potential. Fixie into the ruse over at A lobby, but also the Doctor had an idea that he wanted to push down long when the aftershock and the fault line went there, but thought better of it.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised, honestly. For Unsigned 5, this is a very confident team. They got through MYSG through their strength and firepower, as well as some stellar calls. And while they're trying to rebuild as a new roster, there is still that tendency for the aggression. But Kylie shutting down the Doctor. That should make it quite quiet from the Clove. Mark L, though. Long angle held, Bulldog in hand. And a smart Cyber Cage to go for the cross towards window. But U5, you still have flaring nearby.
Yeah, you've still got advantage in your guns as well for U5, so you really don't want to bring this one into a close quarters battle, except if you're maybe Rizza, who does have that stinger. With things starting to transition over towards the later side of the C site. That would have been some nice timing.
Yeah, I got the glimpse of flaring, but it's not good enough. The flash comes in too. Looks like 5 is waiting for the contact, and Kylie just drops. I didn't even hear him die there. Flaring Mark L on the board. You got Unsigned 5 just going for the roll call here. And they're just winning their single combats here, Dion. I mean, they have the better guns, not surprised.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, a little bit of crumbling from ARF when they try to get the spike in towards the site. I want to say good effort on towards that allocated shot onto the Doctor, but for the rest of them, yeah, just a little bit mundane in the distance.
Yeah. Pretty simple. Here for Unsigned 5. Oh, Woody though. That's a good one. And
Plant here.
this is actually doable now for ARF a little bit. They have shares to work with. They're tempted by the gun nearby, but with the smoke away, Stinger now. Retrieve, sure. But the big problem here has to be Fixie. He's taking the window position. It keeps ARF honest on the side. Smokeless space, the trade's immediate courtesy of Scar. 2v1 though, here goes Fixie now. And a single shot, but Scar's the one who is able to find his mark. 1v1, no chance now. Flaring able to finish it off again, but that got way too close for comfort.
Significant amount of damage actually delivered in this round as well by ARF. So they're going to have a little bit better of a bonus round coming into the next one. They do have to be cautious that they all do get the full shields because of the Outlaw that does get salvaged. But, you know, you've got a situation where you get an opening pick and then you lose, you know, 3 of them pretty convincingly. You've got some nice timing from Woody, and then the remaining kills do collect on through. You've certainly, you know, found the plant there too. So you've kind of checking all the boxes that you needed to, apart from winning the round.
Yeah, I mean, as good can get without getting the score. It's something ARF can work with. And Scar, actually, he's been low-key fragging out a few rounds with multi-kills. Has the From the Shadows available if he wants to make a play. Onside 5. They went for a long presence. A smart smoke in the way, though, and with it, flaring finds Kylie at least. So, U5 actually venturing and finding timing there.
Feels like as well that this map for Haven is just a really close one for both of these teams. I mean,
Absolutely.
You've gone against teams who played extremely quick with Neons in the previous series and the previous time. Both of these teams played this map as well, and now you're a little bit slower paced, and they're both really close.
Big C survives somehow at 5 HP. Onside 5 still on site though. An ARF team surprised by the damage that they've taken. Now there's also the huge possibility courtesy of the Doctor, but instead it's combat in the sewers. A 1-for-1 again. The Doctor now found out, heard running by Nathan. And given that, ARF team, they can move away from A. Onside 5, they already noticed this, and they're also rotating around the map.
I mean, I was saying for ARF, they did a great amount of damage in the previous round, but now they've kind of given up the goat a little bit in how they're trying to stretch around towards the A site. Now they're in a spot of bother because they have to try and crawl back in towards this one where they're already spotted on out. Though, 2 versus 2, Ruse still available for the Doctor as well.
Riz has an upload. This is a one-shot. Also one-shot versus Nathan. Let's light armor. 15 HP left. The classic's all you need, but the Sheriff's the one out, and the timing! It works so well for Nathan instead. Our team find the clutch, but that got... These rounds are just so close.
For all the patience that Unsigned 5 have in this round as well, surrounding the Outlaw, the repositioning on this A site, The
remaining.
timing where you go a little bit early is what gets you.
I couldn't even believe it. It's just like, you know, he's one shot, and he was looking for a pistol to bring out, but it's the sheriff. And when you do make the swap, Nitin just
It happens.
Valorant timing. Sometimes we call it, but
It happens.
it happens. Anyway, let's get ourselves composed yet again. It's a good scan actually into the Hunted Fury. Fixie though, off is even
down
better.
A.
And Woody's already decapitated here. Pressure on all fronts as Rizza is providing artillery from afar. Flaring also covering here by Graffiti. Fausthaus found early on. And a straight setup here from U5. Very quick to execute against 2.
And you don't need to overstep now. As U5, you've gotten the opening 2 picks. You got a little bit of extra damage on towards Nathan. You have to make your opponents play for this round without a jet for the point of entry, without a breach for flashes and fault lines. They have to dive deep in towards this round to get this back for ARF. And you don't need to do anything as U5. You can point and shoot as Fixie, hold a single angle down. Rizza has that recon dart back online, so you can start to set that up if you need to as well for the 40-second mark.
Oh.
We can already see, though, that ARF have called the audible. They can't tackle this round. I would assume that they save for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I assume too, because if you're gonna hide in spawn,
Yeah.
you're just gonna lie in wait. And
30
outside
seconds
5,
left.
now with the operator in hand, I'm excited to see what Fixie's gonna do with it in terms of angles. It's a usual short angle there. You
Yeah.
have flaring also nearby, but since you have these smokes from the doctor, in a way, they're a lot. I don't know if this is completely
For
true
me-
here, Dion. Yep, go ahead.
For me, these are the rounds when you've built up your
10
economy.
seconds left.
Well, you haven't built up your economy, rather. You want to build up your economy. You want to build up round strength. These are the rounds where you start to see for a team, they should be changing things up, right?
Yeah.
Pivoting the operator around the map, getting Fixie activated, ensuring that Mark L's Killjoy utility set is an unexpected one. You want to bait out Knifeman's utility. You want to
Only
bait
Mark,
out
no
all the
police.
utility that ARF have to make it easier for you. You do not want to be red every single round by doing the same thing over and over again. So this is where we want to see from U5 on this defensive side, them being unexpected, them
Yeah.
changing up their strategies.
Swap the configuration, and speaking of, Fixie moves his way towards C this time around. And not only that, Flaring actually getting close to his ultimate too. So on side 5,
Revealing
they
area.
have a chance to put the pressure on again. Flaring's in the spot over at A-Link to go for the stun if ever there's contact. But the doctor's the one who plays into short. So our team kept guessing yes, but also a default right now as they're waiting to see whoever's going to peek at them.
Yeah, and Fausto has an opportunity to destroy that turret. You can try and bait out a nano swarm as, you know, a positive sign of enforcement in this one, but Dax, are we having a round reset because everybody's frozen?
Probably. Unlucky. So a bit of a tech issue, guys. And I do feel like we're gonna have to roll back the round in this one since nothing has started yet. I honestly thought for us, like, okay, this is an interesting spot for ARF. Perhaps you're in the right timeline.
Here.
We do like that.
I like that. I like when the game goes. You know?
Yes.
Scanning ahead.
I want to see Mark L go, so don't cop no L's because he's having a bit of a struggle someone on the kill department at the moment, but he is getting as much, you know, information as he needs. He's not overexerting himself, which is what the doctor, I feel like, might be doing right now. You've got the kill against Fausto early on.
They want more. They always want more. Unsigned 5. The name says it all. Sign them up,
Triggered.
but also we'll show you guys what our stuff is all about. Kylie, inside the ruse. The tripwire should be heard by the doctor, who will back on away. And while this all happens, there's pressure also towards the garage side. You can see already.
Yeah. I mean,
Mark L's holding the corner.
I'm more looking towards Fixie, who's really deep in towards C. So you've got such a massive read on both extremities as Unsigned 5. You're kind of funneling your opponents into the B
Right
site,
here.
which will get confirmed by this alarm bot and just the going down.
Yeah, smokes again towards Link. Alarm bot now with full confirmation. Mark L, though, catches out Kylie. Rizza just holding steadfast by Link. So a back off here for Onside 5. Respecting the stun, sure. But this is a pivot from ARF Team. They don't force B. They decide to go for the overrun onto A. It's a 3v1 on the site right now. But Rizza
Enemy
is ready
remaining.
to just run and gun and finish them off. Fixie now shows up when he's needed the most. But that one pick from Rizza just stopped ARF dead in their tracks.
Very clean to come through from U5, and this is what I'm talking about. Them changing their positions, making sure that you're forcing out utility from ARF, forcing them to come up with a game plan mid-rounds is always going to be such a test for teams to see how their IGL plays, to see what adaptability they have, and to see what depth of analysis they can figure out in the rounds as well. When you're on the defensive side with a lead, with the better weaponry in these positionings, it's a little bit easier in these scenarios when you get that opening pick, of course. That's why I'm a little bit more crucial, you know, on the Doctor not overexerting himself in a lobby, for example, right? Because those are the scenarios where, from history, you lose that kill. That can really pivot the round for the team. So just reel him in, just ever so slightly.
Yeah. Well, outside 5, they like to play the risk, but against the mid-round call there from ARF team, they were so quick to react, and that's, I think, the prime example of why they make these plays happen. Man just runs in guns and still gets a kill. Just because of that, that's enough for onside 5 to play up from. And once they have the advantage, I think U5 is that kind of team that just likes to build on more and more. Sure, is it a matter of discipline? Is it a question of, are you really going to play that risk? But so far, so good. And with a 10-7 scoreline right now, plus ARF team playing the eco, they're going to look to continue the momentum that they have
Keep
here.
doing what you do best.
Yeah, and this operator in the hands of Fixie is going to be a recipe for success, right? They have
Should
not
be.
been able to dislodge him whatsoever. Although right now, technically, he is, because he's not at the right spot.
Well, Mark L instead. You never take the L out of his name, though. It's literally his name there. But looking for dubs. Seems like it's not going to happen. Faust Town smacks down the Killjoy. The ARF team able to scrounge a gun. Plant goes down to 5v4, and a good sign for ARF team here in the round already.
Yeah, one away for the ult for Ninth and 2. Playing in the middle of the side, I don't think he's going to be wanting 100 Fury in this situation. You're just bodying up with the numbers. Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, Scar, he gets away with it. That double for Fixie, sure. Hero step now into play. The Doctor, though, able to mow one down with a 1v1 ahead, and now the pick-me up is there. But Kylie is truly the answer here. The Thrifty even for our team. An unbelievable round for them.
Yeah, ridiculous. They just waltzed in towards the seaside as well, getting a little bit of early information. The Sheriff shots being absolutely supreme. Well done from Fausto. When he's not taken out nice and early, the damage that he can deliver in this map is great. And I got to see for the Doctor as well, man. Like, copping on the reload there, the ill timing. Once again, feels like he's always getting timed a little bit. In another situation where his gun's on the floor. Technically try and hot potato it, but you've got a sidearm as well.
This goes here.
You know, it's all these different things.
Sometimes onside 5. That's the concern right now. Not the right position for Fixie at the very start. And Mark L overrun means it's success for ARF team. We've said it that this game can get close. Never count out either ARF or U5 here. Yeah. But 3 ultimates available for the attack. Up again here for Fixie, holding on top of Cease now.
Yeah, different position again from them, right? So changing it up. Stronghold in B with the Killjoy utility. Early positioning. The only problem for Fixie right now is the drone will be the one piece of utility for $300 that can upset him.
Grounded.
Oh, big pick. Fixie now in position, looking for a second. Paranoia connects, and even while blinded, he knew exactly where to shoot. And Fixie is not done. Dismantling the opposition one by one. Woody finally decides to break that contract. But this design in this interior, this seaside has been molded well by Fixie. And truthfully, the architect of the success of U5 so far.
Last player
Problem
standing.
though right now, Dax is going to be an individual challenge, but it doesn't matter because U5 hold together. They hold each other's hands and they manage to close that one down. So an opportunity squandered and shut down. Some nice heroics to come out from Fixie. And he starts to, you know, see the light at the end of the tunnel now on this map of Haven. You might start to feel this defensive side.
What light? Look at the skill. You're telling me light ahead at the end of the tunnel? He
Yes.
saw nothing and he still hit the shot.
They're able to path their way through the darkness. They're able to find the light.
Oh,
Round number 12
voices.
around the corner.
Follow the voices, Dion. But don't go into the lights.
Get out of
Oh, is
my
that what they
way.
I don't know, man. You could barely tell the color anyway. How would you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. You're great. And on side 5, it has been a great showing for them. Yet again, ARF team put in the predicament where they have to play the eco. A hero rifle, the hero blades. and someone needs to don that cape and fast for ARF Team. They get on site though, and on site 5, ready to give it up. The Rolling Thunder held here by Flaring.
I want to see Flaring use his Rolling Thunder early as well to just make sure that it baits out the one from ARF too. Great combination, actually. You've removed Woody. You removed their Rolling Thunder, so they would only have a Hunter's Fury to stave off round number 12.
So they send the lightning early on. Now it's time for the ground to crackle. Hunter's Fury though from afar. Nathan trying to do some damage, but here comes the wind, and here comes Fixie. Speedy onto the default there. On side 5 now, on side, but bounce down. Where'd that come from? Down in hell. Bounce down a demon. A 2v2 now. And ARF Team, they've done it again. Another thrifty for the Indonesian squad.
Another thrifty where the doctor unfortunately gets caught out. Just, no, he's trying to done the damage there. He's gone in for the res and he's being taken out. I mean, the rest of the team, like, you're throwing in the Hunter's Fury into the mix from ARF, and I think that's actually one of the great distractors in that round that they're able to contribute into the round, right? Because you've got a Rolling Thunder to start to come out from Flaring, and they're sending him the team, they're dashing on in, but it's the Blades of Faustar here. He's just able to dodge the Aftershock that goes in hell, all of the chaos around the A site, and it gets the better of U5.
And U5 gets intel immediately. The dart broken. ARF Team, on the other hand, confident now to make the A play work. And since Woody died early on, as you noted, he now has the Rolling Thunder available. So it's a great tool that ARF Team can have. Let's see if they're going to use it in the round already. The backside held here by U5. Flaring alongside the Doctor now, and the Doctor's gone. Rizzo with the response though. Here comes Kylie, able to paint over graffiti, but Flaring finds 2 for his own troubles. A mow down with a spray down. And unsigned 5 inside the smoke. Beautiful movement for Flaring. He's gone through. And he's waiting to see if there's any kind of pick opportunity. Woody now an easy target for Fixie. And Flaring, he's finally found a 1v2 now. Nitin has such a big task ahead of him.
Yeah, the problem is right now as well. 3 1v1s are an opportunity for Nathan.
Here comes U5 from up and down. It's Nathan who gets them all! ARF has done it! Back to back to back, unbelievable endings. A clutch this time for the Sova.
Well, let's say 3 1v1s. He finds the first one, and then they segregate themselves at the end there. They kind of give it over to him instead of playing it together, holding the same similar line. You can see that one. The Blade's all missing out. The Cloudburst doesn't even protect him from point of origin when it blooms. Really unfortunate for U5. These past couple of rounds, they've been, you know, within a millimeter of being able to secure it. And ARF hold on.
He wins the fights. He gives the round. And with it now, we are 1 round away from getting the tied score again. ARF and unsigned 5 neck and neck in the competition. But the momentum has swung in favor of ARF Team until Mark L says no. U5 has had enough. They put the stop to the nasty business ARF Team has done so far. And Woody in the rest. It struggles up close. The spike sure picked up, but Mark L is just holding steady and waiting for anyone to come his way.
Pretty questionable to try and bully your way in with a quick rush to the B site. When you hear that the shock bolt coming on through as well, you get the expectation that they're going to be able to, not really rush in. You pop your nanos as Mark L. You're going to have to pop the lockdown, though, in this situation if you keep giving away a couple of kills.
Yeah, Unside 5 needs to be careful. Good damage from afar, though, through the smoke. But here we go. It's neural theft time. And as soon as that happens, ARF will just say, I don't think we want to go to B-side, Chief. But Kylie stuck here. Mark L still holding the corner. Any kind of pick could be what our team can utilize in the round. They get scanned on up. Kylie still can't find the killjoy here. It's such a mystery. What's behind this one smoke? But eventually, Kylie, do you dare? Do you try? The flash is there! And Unside 5 will hold it down. No way, no how. It's map point here for the defense.
Yeah, as I was saying, you try to bully your way in towards that B site, and I look towards, your scoreboard if you bring it up. If I'm seeing on Haven, my opponents have a Sova, Hunter's Fury available, and we're rushing B, it does not matter where that Sova's playing. The Hunter's Fury will reach the B site, and it will chew you up for breakfast.
Yes. You're in the middle of the map. You're going to be an easy target from the extremities, and there was just no presence from ARF Team elsewhere. They went for the all-in, and it's Unsigned 5 who's cashing out now. Lockdown still available for Mark L, but here we go again. Aggression onto A-Long. Fixie wants to fight already.
They're setting up for it right now too. The trapment over towards A lobby, but you're not going to see too much of an extension to be able to capitalize on this unless your opponent waltz out of the lobby, Dax.
He's been found though. Here we go now with the peek.
Spike
And Fixie's
down
not
A.
done, but Kylie is the punisher here. 3
Oh, the
mode
spike.
down by the Cypher. The spike though you mentioned. And the timing is perfect for Flaring. Opportunity knocks. And it's Flaring who opens the door. He's waiting now on the other side of the smoke. Does Faustau decide to go for it? The flash doesn't even connect, but it doesn't matter. Faustau now. Dry contact. Single win. And ARF team can move away.
They can settle though. ARF do not need to press the issue here in the 1 versus 2.
Oh, no one's looking.
None of them are looking.
Markel, this is a chance! But
Yeah.
Faustau from above. Height means might. And ARF team are 1 away from forcing overtime.
Interesting to stick around in that 1 versus 1 at the end there when you've had a bit of struggles in the individual kill department for Markel. Play on the strengths when you're on the Killjoy in this one. You can fall. Your Killjoy utility is still at the front of B, at the front of Garage. You've got your nanos over on the C side as well. You know, you're isolating so many angles, just leaving your utility and getting away from the fight at the end there in that 1 versus 1 to play for time. 2, by the way. There's not much of that left.
Well, our team, they found at least ways to shut down Onside 5, and I think that's been a key factor for their attacking side, right? The multi-kills when Onside 5 decides to go for the send. Players like Kylie, players like Naitan, they've done what they can to hold it down and make it possible for ARF to even win these rounds. And speaking of, Naitan already sending out the Owl drone. You have the Doctor into the corner holding the Bucky too, and it's such an interesting buy here for Onside 5. 2 Buckies, 3 rifles. Let's see what they can get from this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last round of the half as well, right? So you're going to have to try and use that lockdown, use that Rolling Thunder. Kind of brings you into the sense that you want to go for a retake, and now this is a false sense of security for the Doctor. You know, he's dinked an opponent. But are you really going to stay here when they've got so much utility to sniff you out?
Yeah, Bucky
Okay,
now.
yes, you are.
He's just happy to take the fight.
He's got metal too.
anyway. He still has everything he would like and more. You said it, the decay is there. And with that extra speed from the pick-me-up, he's able to get away with his life. It's very speedy. The Road Runner back in position.
And now they've got time. 30 seconds, Rolling Thunder and Lockdown. If you're Markel, you could preemptively use this to just buy the extra crucial time that you need.
It's time to send it, and onto the site we go. Flaring though, the response is clear. Faustau able to shrug off the Bucky, but Flaring still in position. Rifle in hand, lockdown's there, and the pressure is on ARF team now. Time is ticking, and ARF team desperately need to get the spike down here. Lockdown is still gonna put the pressure, stuck in the corner. And
1 HP.
Kylie with 1 HP. A single heartbeat left for ARF team, and the flat line is found by Fixie at the end. It's Onside 5 who takes Haven 13-11.
Yeah, you want a defibrillator in that scenario to a 3rd.
Yeah, let's find out if this is the spark that Onside 5 needs to get the job done and find the sweep, or will our team respond in kind? Big matchup ahead of us, really. Faustau versus Mark L. Yes, that's one of them. But I'm looking too at Rizza versus Kylie. Impact players all throughout. Onside 5, especially starting on the defense first.
Yeah, I think for me as well, there's a little bit of interest in teams adopting the Astra or not, because remember, like way back when Astra was first introduced, there was a lot of pickup on it, right? Five stars available with, you know, the ranger utility that she offers. We weren't seeing a lot of Omen picked up, but we're kind of seeing a lot more balance now between, you know, the Omen, the Astra, and still not really seeing Harbor. Viper will be less because Icebox is gone now. And then, you know, you've also got Clove.
Go, go, go. Sock it.
Well, our team picking up the pace. Gonna start now in the pistol. They've already made their way towards the side. Flaring, though, holding together with the Doctor. Onside 5 still alive. Onside 5! Well, I want their signature now after that one. The Doctor. That was just automatic. And with it, Woody is the only one still standing. The push from ARF team has been shoved away, and Onside 5, this is just a train of trouble set by Rizza and the rest. The pistol goes towards the MYSG squad.
Yeah, I don't think we need a doctor anymore because you can't heal the dead, unfortunately. And this one over on our team, we need a you know, a morgue attendant to carry you away, because that's just destruction.
Yeah, I think we need a furnace, get the cremations going, ashes, all fall down. But in any case, Onside 5, I was so surprised that they held so well together on the site, right? The default was just all the cover U5 needed, and effectively they swept away ARF team there.
It's a good read. You had the right numbers immediately, right? So push around secure, looking to stretch over in towards the seconds. where you've got a outlaw for Fixie revealed by the 0 point. But apart from that, it is lesser weaponry for ARF. You're kind of just, well, okay.
Take this.
Mouse down, nice shutdown, and here he comes for another one. Movement's good, but Marco tracks it. Finally knows the response inside the smoke even. Our team impressing with the shots truly. But hold that thought as the gun advantage is looking clear. Unsigned 5 now, ready to set it up yet again. Take 2, go for the crossfire. Flaring, looking for a bit of help there. Woody though finding Rizza. Paranoia is good, and his flaring is even better. Classic in hand, he keeps the pace going. And Unsigned 5 will get their second round.
Yeah, a bit of stability brought in the tail end from those two to get the job done. That was a single shot through the smoke, by the way, of that Sheriff that got the kill. A little bit ridiculous in the mix of that one, but yeah, you know, some damage, all things considered from ARF. We've seen kind of damage being the name of the game from them, right? They've always been able to find some damage. They've just not been able to find the rounds.
Our team, they found the frags within the round, yes, but you said it. It's still not enough to get the round win, but it should be enough to make it difficult for Unsigned 5 to make this bonus happen. 3 Buckies. When do you see that happen? Versus 1 Bucky, actually, on the ARF team side. It's a Bucky meta world here, my friend, and we are living in it.
Whose is going to be better, and I'm wondering if Woody's going to set themselves with a fault line up for the heavens or not, as Trailblazer goes in.
The sun, though it's male?
It's looked after, though, by Kylie.
Yeah, Markel, he's holding steady, too. It's a game of chicken right now, and someone is just so antsy to make the cross happen. The two Neons are just mirroring their movements effectively.
All it would take, though, is a single flash to come on through in combination with a good timing from Fast Out and, you know, maybe a relay bolt or a slide. And that would be ARF getting in.
Markel isn't baited at all. Eventually he peeks, but Kylie was in position and Markel shuts the door and Faust out his face. Well played by Markel. Good discipline, actually, to hold that long there.
Yeah, and this camera as well is going to allow them to creep on out through the ramp, and you'll get the information also over towards main when the trap wire's there. So there's a good read. Less than 30 seconds now for U5, and there's a second Bucky to come out.
There's no way they win this round with 3 Buckies.
Absolutely not.
There is no way. In what world will we see this happen? And Rizza, he's made a labyrinth, and he's the mentor right now. Goring Titan there. Fixie also with the fight, and Unsigned 5 is just unbelievable right now. With the arsenal that they had, they still pull off the bonus.
Great game plan to come through from them as well, and no real proactivity to come through from ARF in this agent composition where, once more, Dax, there's no initiative information revealing, right? There's no Trailblazer, there's no drone, there's nothing like that. You've got a KO with a 0 point where you get a relative idea of where your opponents are, but you don't get anything set in stone. You've got to utilize what I feel is Kylie's camera here in these positions. You can't be playing on towards the low. You need to be a little bit more with the team. Otherwise, you're relying on Scar to drop some stars at the right position on Faustau to really get in there and find an opening jewel just dry.
Yeah, I mean, our team is just going into the unknown, and Unsigned 5 is so quick to react. I think that's the biggest thing right now. It could work for our team to make the fights easier, but we saw a big example. Markel just tracks down Faustau there. Fixie in that great position. It's U5 with the answers right now.
Yeah, now the information starts to be gathered on where your opponents are and what space you've removed yourselves from.
Judge though, up close, Markel. He's played this position before, and he can do so yet again. That flash right now, fast lane is there too. And Markel just caught in the madness, but it's Flaring who has a sense of semblance and gets a double of his own. Seekers now against all the other targets. The Cabbage looking for anyone to find, but Scar and Nathan, they found ways to find the kills anyway. You said it. Moving sure, Scar still hits the shot. And time thinking, ARF need to regroup and try to hold this B claim.
2 individual jewels here are so important tonight that he needs to win this one, and he does. You can't be scoping in like that, Rizza.
Rizza, unfortunate blunder. And now the opportunity opens up here for ARF team. Fixie though, timing's everything. And he does go down 1, and he gets the second even. 3 for the round, and a clutch 2. Fixie does it all again.
Oh, I shouldn't need to in that scenario though, right? You've got a lot of mistakes from Unsigned 5 in that position, but a little bit of stability at the end there brought from him. He was significant over on map number 1 Haven, continuing to just deal the damage, the decisive blows. But now you got guns over on the side of ARF. You're a lot closer to a lot of these ultimates as well. I wouldn't actually mind seeing this this orb gathered from yeah, maybe Scar. That Cosmic Divide, when you get the plant down, would actually be pretty potent.
Faustau already hustling his way through. A fast lane quickly plays, and onto the side he goes. Leaps over the tripwire, so ARF Team need to be careful if ever they run into that one. Flaring though, and the rest looking for any opportunity. It doesn't happen. Mark L instead. Up close now with Kylie. Kylie with the kill. Neural Theft, the response. Paranoia onto the site too. And it was Spikes planted. It's already U5 looking to go for the aggress. Fixie also backing the shot. Nice paint shells. Isolating Knighton here onto the corner. Main contested showstopper in his hands, but all he needs is the rifle here. A 3v1, but it's Faustau to do it all. Fixie though, stopping him dead in his tracks. And Unsigned 5, it's in their name, they'll get their 5th.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the way that Mark L's playing around these corners with the shotguns and playing around this map so far as well. And the biggest thing that comes to mind for me is it's like a non-Neon player playing a Neon and trying to learn and adapt on it. There's no, what I feel is, you know, comfortability on this agent at the moment, where you see a lot of these people playing the Neon like Faustau is right now. He's really playing on the momentum, right? He's really dancing around. He's really trying to just dislodge your opponents in their aim and all that sort of stuff. But it's a little bit more played like you would a Raze or a Jet around these corners, right? So I'm more interested in where Mark L's going to change things up when we do flip on over, because right now he's getting kills for sure, right? But he's not playing the Neon to the maximum capacity that you can.
Yeah, I mean, surprising, right? When you're playing the Neon, you're sliding, you're dashing, you're jumping, you're making that space. But Mark L has been relatively reserved in this game, but it has panned out because he's effectively held Heaven really well.
That's it, yeah.
He's held Rams. He's always in a good position, you know.
He's holding the positions that he needs to for the rest of his team to be able to do what they need to do as well. And I think that's really important, where he's not just falling by the wayside, right? He's still doing what he needs to do regardless of the agent on this defensive side. Now that's the caveat, right?
Yeah.
It's the defensive side. Things will change when they switch on over, but for right now, I mean, you know, everyone's kind of doing what they need to do over on this U5 side. The onus is absolutely on ARF to get back into this game.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, no need to send Fixie for it. He's already doing God's work again, though. 8 kills for Fixie. Flaring also. Such a shining addition, this U5 roster. Strengths right now for Unsigned 5. Absolutely shining in the series. But the dark cover now towards mid. ARF trying to move. Put some pressure on. Watch out. Also, Faustau, the overdrive, and he's gonna pop it.
Yeah, and Reese is playing completely in spawn to dodge the null command if it does come on through. So his utility was still up, and now it's all destroyed, but you're not gonna get into the action.
Doctor backs away. Null command now utilized. Ali also want to watch out for here. Riz is waiting. Mark L, the onside. Get the shut down again. Mark L is a marksman. And he's just so precise to find the two. He's shut down Faustau how many times in this game already? He's been the equalizer in the Battle of the Neons. Within a 2v2 slate, as the KO is still on the floor. Trailblazer is sent by Flaring. The Doctor gone. It's up to Flaring now. He's gonna push. He's gonna try and go for the overrun. There you go, for the cost of HP and at the cost of the KO coming back to life.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake from the Doctor. He did not need to stretch on over to try and find that jewel. So now that the plant does go down, this should be unworkable for Flaring, which it is. Now going to get closed. A little bit unfortunate again. Another kind of scenario, right, where the Doctor bites off more than he can chew, and the team pays the price.
ARF Team, though, takes advantage of the situation, and even with them losing Faustau early, they still get the overrun. The null command still kept on pulsing.
Yeah.
Knighton was in that position to suppress Unsigned 5 as much as he could, and you said it a while ago, ARF Team also cleared the utility very quickly, so it wasn't a problem anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, a heads up from Reza to be able to play away from that so his utility can help his team as well. But even better that ARF really quickly dispatch of it and now set themselves up into this map, right? First round's done. You've got a couple of bolts to be able to deploy in this one as well. But more importantly, you know, you're finding a little bit of the weaknesses that you find in this map.
And Faustau's found again, Flaring, shutting him down this time despite the flash there from Woody. And our team unable to really execute these Neon plays as much as they would like. It's been problematic throughout the half. The Trailblazer also scouting out Kylie early on. So that's 2 for Unsigned 5.
That's cheeky as well. Kylie heard the Trailblazer come from more on the heaven side, so he didn't even think to clear the close corners when that Trailblazer did spot them on out. And now you've got all the information that you need to try and close out this round.
Markel, ready to play Neon Good Sir. Seems like he's sliding, dashing, and finding Scar. The Doctor though on the board, lightning from down below. And while Woody, he's found one at least, but it's just not enough. Unsigned 5 still so ironclad on this defense.
Yeah, immediately back in towards their favor as well. From the first kill to the quick ones to come out from Markel as well. Yeah, the Doctor getting into the mix too. So really well played. And I definitely agree with you. Faustal's been, finding his footwork to try and get in towards these sites. But this is where I feel like he's kind of been told, hey, go get us like the kill. Go and do it. He's not really getting supported to do it.
And it just hasn't panned out at all for ARF Team. They have the utility. They have the Rolling Thunder right now. But we see it again here, Dion. Just Sheriffs on hand. They've been good in thrifties in this series, yes. But you never want to be in this situation, especially when Faustal gets hurt early on.
Well, I want to say they've been good at thrifties, so let's just give them a thrifty, right?
Oh no, I'm jinxing it real quick, but Markel...
Another scenario where Faustal gets an opener, but he's left to his own things. He's not supported.
Yeah, and Kylie gets one. The Sheriffs are really good for ARF.
Yeah, but the rest of the game plan is just absent.
It's just one of those grounds where ARF are just looking for kills, and Unsigned 5 instead stabilize well. The Doctor at least holding heaven together. Ooh, Fixie. A matter of timing. And where is Nighttime? He's hugging this male really well. Eventually, he's been found, and Scar's the only one left here.
Yeah, again, it is the eco round at the end of the day, so you were just looking for a little bit of damage, right? But it does mean that damage is certainly looking scary. Okay, 7-1, the half is secured for U5.
Yeah.
If they try something.
Sometimes it's just like, I want to let Dion talk, and then, what? That's a kill. But
Yeah, that's Valorant.
This is ridiculous. The Faustal pick was so impressive, but where is the weight? There's more, you know? I think I'm trying to get the points. Yeah.
It's the biggest thing, right? If you're looking at this game, with the knowledge of Valorant, right, but with no foot in it, right? You've got no real care who wins. You want a good Valorant, right? You're looking at it, and I'm saying, why is Faustal going in by himself time and time again without his team helping him? And he's dying. Like, time and time again, right? Surely you could have jumped that.
Surely you can give the man a helping hand. But we'll see if our team can make it happen here. Get some good damage onto Fixie at least. The regrowth though from flaring will just heal all those wounds. And Faustal, many eyes on this man right now to make that impact. The rest of our team already playing towards mid. And U5 it's a bit of a standoff, but they have a bit of this heaven control. They have the ramps. They're trying to pivot from the vents. Fixie, though, eventually shutting down the Neon in the 1v1 combat. And ARF Team want to burst from this one.
Flaring's one away from the Seekers as well, and now he's going to find them. But just the shot from the crossfires, absolutely superb. Rocket in, misses its damage, but there's Markel with the judge. That is brilliant. Flawless at the end, Dax.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's funny because he said he's one away, and then he got 3. So more for Flaring. Impressive work even. And look at how Unsigned 5 just stopped ARF dead in their tracks. And it's the same case. They're relying on the Neon to do work from ramps. But where's the rest of the utility? All the way at mid.
Great aim duels to come out from him. I mean, you said it perfectly, right? He needed 1 kill. He got 3 kills. Why didn't he, get the 1 kill, use the Seekers, and then get the 2, It'd be on his next one, and, he'd use this one, and...
Yeah, look, guys, Dion here, the ultimate min-maxer. One of the biggest brains. One of the biggest brains I've seen in Valorant, but... Unsigned 5. It's a big lead, and it's a big ask for ARF to find even more points.
Markel is in the perfect spot for this scenario as well. Straight into the wire turn. It doesn't matter that he's being revealed because he's just gonna, pin the pull the bar.
Yeah, and look this one. It's basically a garrote in front of them. It's that line. It's that. You remember that one movie with the ghost ship and everyone gets stung by a rope? You know that one?
I immediately called Pirates of the Caribbean with a ghost ship, so I don't think we're on the same page.
I don't think so too, but hey, it's at least Davy Jones calling Woody home, and Rizzo with 3, Unsigned 5 now with 9.
Yeah, this is, you know, kind of similar to our previous series where we had a close-ish map number 1, and then we just had one team being ever so dominant of a start on the second, and then it just peeled away from them. And again, this is just U5 not even really changing their game plan too much.
Not
it's
really.
extremely readable on what they're doing on this defensive side from our position, but this is one of the downsides of the comp that ARF is running. They don't have,
Here.
you know, rounds layering where the first 30 seconds you're gathering information on your opponents with these drone abilities, where you're then going in with flashes and kills and smokes and stuff, right?
And it's just so sad for Faustau.
Gone again.
He's been a carrier pigeon, and every time he tries to send a message, he's being shot down. Woody though, nice one from afar at least. Flaring falls, and that's a big target. Neural theft now. We've been waiting for intel here from ARF team, and it'll be provided by Kylie. Nathan also catching out Rizza. Here goes the Cosmic Divide right now, separating screens. And Fixie's operator isn't gonna find Valley here. Good utility also. Keep him at bay. The KO gets another, and ARF team now on site.
That was quite ill-advised from Flaring to try and go in for a dry peek when you've already heard a lot of rumblings around this A site.
Last
But
player
for right
standing.
now, that is a big decapitation to come on towards Markel. And now it's all on to Fixie to see if he can get any lick of damage in towards this round. Maybe going to be good for one. The team is just going to all swing together. The answer is no. It's 4 alive for ARF. Dax, is it too little too late, though?
I mean, it's still possible.
Last
Come on, it's
round
split.
in the
We
half.
always believe in the defensive half. And
That's
Unsigned
true.
5, they have 9 at the very least. It's already a good showing. But I just want to go back to a point you made a while ago earlier. Unsigned 5, this is effectively textbook split. It's not even the maximized double duelist with the Neon comp. We've seen Mark L play positions that are good for the team, but aren't really very Neon-esque. And
That's
still
right?
that same question. How does that work on the attack later on?
Yeah, like I see this comp and you're thinking, all right, double duelist with, you know, a Sky. You're getting Sky to flash you in, and you're taking the fight to your opponents with shotguns, with guns, and you're just diving into it. But no, they're not. They're playing measured, and now they're actually losing in towards these
Spike
site
down
trades
A.
as ARF is still holding player advantage. Woody still has this rolling thunder for the post.
Yeah, and our team now gets the plant going.
My ult's ready.
Onside 5, they got damage, sure. Courtesy of Flaring, but watch out. Overdrive versus Overdrive, a possibility into the round. A Rolling Thunder also in the clutches of Woody here. Really bolt into play. Now, it's time for the
Last
round
player
to quake.
standing.
Immediately, Markel found out by Kylie. Rizza, the only one still standing. Safety in the corner, but against these numbers, it might not be his life any longer. A 1-for-1 at the very end, but good recovery from ARF at least. They find 3 at the end of the half.
I'm out.
Yeah, 9 to 3.
Switching
I mean, if you
sides.
get your pistol start, that'll be great for you.
Professor Dion has just been telling me all about this game during the halftime, and I'm excited to see how ARF will look for the recovery. It's pistols now, here for Unsigned 5 though. Immediately, Mark L, there are no fears of entry at all. He does damage on the scar, but it's not good enough. 22 HP, holding steady here, in other words, the back. And with that being said, it's a stopgap here by ARF.
Didn't we already see this pistol round to start off the map?
Yes,
you
we
know,
did.
one team bullying in towards the B side, Neon not doing anything. That's a nice shot.
Oh. And that's the problem. If you're the low HP and doing jump peaks like that, the Doctor finds the angles and equalizes numbers. Even smarter though. I like this from Flaring and Rizza. They're going for mid.
Yeah.
Options now to go either way, but it's presence here by the Doctor. He's crawling closer and closer. And a 1v1 against Faust now.
Oh.
The Doctor is so sharp. Watch out for
Last
Heaven
player
2.
standing.
It's 2 now. Looking to barrel down, and Unside 5 has gotten B.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous that the Doctor's found 2 of those kills from opponents who are trying to jiggle peek a corner angle. But you got to hit your shots. You got to be sharp in that
Spike
scenario as
planted.
the Doctor, and he's managed to find it. But now Kylie, another 1 versus 3.
Can he do it though? The mechanical skill from Unsigned 5, so good so far. But Kylie, he wins the battle. But with 10 HP, it's tough to win the war. A 2v1 ahead. And even Heaven still held by Rizza. He wants to actually peer towards the CT side. Flaring over at Garage 2. And this spike is planted for him. As soon as he peeks, Flaring should have his number. If he does peer through the angle. The tap comes in. And where's the Sky? There you go. Peekaboo. Flaring sees you. Double digits now for you 5.
Yeah, big recovery at the end there as well. One of these differences in running the Sky. You know, your standard pistol rounds where you're getting the flash, the heals, and some light shields too. Be able to assist your team, but also be able to prop yourself up with the extra bit of you know, HP at the end of the day. Really well done out for that pistol round from U5, and I almost feel like that might be the nail in the coffin right now. We didn't really see too much on the attacking side from ARF. They drop a pistol here, which means they're half blind to find a thrifty, or if they're losing this one, they're trying to crawl, you know, 11-11 unless overtime, right?
Yeah.
So it's really difficult.
Yeah, it's way too much to handle right now here for our team, and they're gonna need to find massive rounds moving forward. But Markel again, we were looking for the movement a while ago, and we're getting it now. A clear onto A, through the tripwires even, and that's the plant going down.
Spike
Just a
planted.
different play of Neon on the defensive side where you're playing passive, you're playing as a body, you're not playing as a Neon, right? Now you're on the attack, you are opening up this site, you are opening up the space for your team, and you're taking further space. Nothing that we saw from ARF was like this.
Yeah, the concerns we had for U5, they're being solved here. Our team, on the other hand, it's woes even after that pick. Rizza, good for one. Flash
enemy
though,
remaining.
making it count, but onside 5 just spraying through despite they're blinded. Onside 5 with 11 here.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny at the end there, but at the end of the day, it is just those pistols from ARF, right? So for this one, you have to try and win 8 in a row. Otherwise, you're overtiming it. And on the defensive side, I mean, we know Split is still pretty lint, but it's the same story that I'm saying earlier, right? You gotta put your bodies to get the information. Spycam or well-timed 0 point, you know, these unbreakable ones that Split can offer. If you pop a couple of your opponents, can stall them for 8 seconds, but you're seeing Unsigned 5 be unrelenting in their speed.
Yeah, and just, it's no value compared to what Flaring does here. Markel playing off that facility and score! It's just gone for the buckshot. Onside 5 are in here already, and ARF, it's a must-win situation, and they are falling flat on their faces. Fixie has done it again. A triple now to open up the sights.
And Kylie, nowhere around the B site once more, opting for Alpha instead.
Spike
Nowhere near the
planted.
action.
One enemy remaining.
What an opportunity,
Kylie?
Dax.
This is the chance here. A 1v1 now, Fixie. Still holding and moving towards the alley here. Kylie healthy, but a Guardian in hand. A drop now, plays towards the ropes. Trying to see if Fixie's gonna
baiting
peek him,
it.
and he's aware that there's the possibility of the wraparound. But Kylie, eventually he'll drop, and Fixie has the angle perfectly placed and perfectly played. Onside 5 now, it's series point for them.
Yeah, that's a really aware reposition to come in from Fixie as well. In a situation where you're not really expecting them to play over that alleyway, because even with an open plant, right, you're then also considering, is he actually sitting around heaven? Is he back site? Is he in garage? Where is he actually going to be situated? In that scenario as Fixie, if you don't see your opponent, they're either crossing you, or they're tapping the spike after clearing all the other angles, right? You've still got paint shells too to buy yourself enough time, and then the time is essentially already, no longer able to fake on towards the spike tap, right? So it's kind of an unlosable scenario at the end there from Fixie, just literally sitting there.
Man has masterminded his own success, and his name says it all. Despite the chaos on the site, Fixie will find a way to fix it all up, and it's a heartbreaker here for our team. If this is the way they're gonna go out here in VCTC with a whimper, it truly is just onside 5 showing how strong they can be on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's, it'd be for ARF a bad way to go out. It'd be a horrible way to go out, right? When you have a really close map number 1 and then you just get absolutely destroyed map number 2, sometimes that's understandable if it's your opponent's map pick, but folks, this was ARF's map pick.
Yeah, this was not the best time for ARF team. They thought they had the success throughout the Indonesian scene on it, but Unsigned 5, their mystery box has been sprung, and they are looking so well oiled on this map anyway. One more chance here for our team. They need to win this if they want to try and force a long road to overtime. Nathan here, playing towards heaven. We also see the stun come in from Faustau now, but Markel wants to give chase. The Page Shell's doing some damage. This should be enough to wrap it all up. And Onside 5 already gets to a pivot through the neural tap even. Our team scrambling towards A, but Onside 5 are so fast and they're going towards B here already.
This is pretty much done and dusted, isn't it? Markel can get a very poor position in the
Markel.
start cover. Completely unexpected, and he just wants to try and end it with a little bit of style, some pizzazz, but he can't. 2 versus 4.
Yeah, And Neurotef right now, Kylie trying to find a lifeline here, but ARF TEAM, unfortunately, they've been brought now back to the pound, and on side 5 instead are signing the documents to the next round. It's Woody left here to his own devices, flaring with the finale at the end. It's on side 5, taking the series 2-0. Well placed and well done